That's amazing. A long time. It's from the previous teacher. So it maybe in total this from the took over, changed the name.
I changed the name.
The location is the same.
Location is the same. Oh, I see.
So it may be in total this from the to this from. So it may be in total this from to this from the. So it may be in total this. Total this from the previous teacher and myself in close to 20 years.
Close to 20 years. That's amazing.
A long time. So 11 for me.
That's amazing.
Close to 20 years.
Close to 20 years. That's
amazing. A long time. So 11. A long time.
That's amazing.
A long
20 years. That's amazing. 20 years. That's amazing.
A long time. So
that's amazing. That's amazing.
20 years.
Close to 20 years.
A long time. So 11. Close to 20 years. A long time. So 11. A long time. So 11. A long time. Years. A long time. 20 years. A long time. A long time. A long time. 20 years. A long time. So 11 for me. I'm not sure exactly how long the last teacher was. I'm not sure. Maybe 7. So he went back to Canada and I took over with my wife.
Is the reason
Right.
why you start this academy.
Right.
Okay. The third question. Let's move on to the third question.
Sure.
And the third question. The third question. Let's move on to the third question. Okay. Now let's move on to the third question.
Sure.
And this.
virtual. So, pwede natin gawin siya, halimbawa, ngayon, 1 kilometer lang yung tatakbuhin mo, tapos bukas, or pwede din, ayun, 10 kilometer, pwede mo siyang tapusin agad. So, ganun po. Kaya, ang runtime niya ay November 7 to November 30. So, ngayon, November 17 pa tayo. So, ayun, natapos ko din naman kasi 10 kilometer lang yung sinalihan ko or pinaregister ko. Kasi, first time ko din.
Now, let's move on to the third question. Sure. And the third question is, can you introduce your recommendation? Your recommendation. Introduce your recommendation. Introduce.
First day ko, November 8.
Your
Next, November 13. November 16 ang next. So, 3 kilometers. Yun yung pinaka-malayo na tinakot ko. 3 kilometers. Tinapos ko na yun para matapos.
Produce your recommendation in this account. Produce your recommendation. Your introduce your
free of charge. Kasama na yung parang susuotin natin.
Recommendation. Your recommendation is, can you introduce your recommendation? The third question is, can you introduce your recommendation in this? Introduce your recommendation in this account. Recommendation in this account. Recommendation. In this academy.
For example, recommendation on
in this academy. For recommendation in this academy.
Okay, so may email na okay na yung answer ni ako. Ayun guys. So, yan kung po ako kasi it's my first time. So, yung medal or medal, wala pa. So, saan na? So, ito yung mga freebies. Ayun guys. Sana nalalang. Sana nalalang. So, hindi ako nag-expect. So, 8 siya items. So, meron siyang, ito kasi yung mga sponsor. So, spring. So, this mga fully vaccinated pala, siya, parang kailangan mo lang mag-avail ng worth 100 pesos dun sa sponsor mo. Kasi parang sa 10 kilometer ang sponsor mo is yung Nature Spring. So, kailangan ko lang bumili ng worth 100 sa product nila. So, ayun. Ang pinilit ko na, apat na gamit ko ata yun. Kasi siya. 25 pesos each itong ganito. So, apat. Kasi more than 100. So, yan. So, pinipili ko rin dito. Kasi may nag-review sa labas na so, hindi ko yung isa sa akin. Kasi parang, may pinuntahan din ako noon. So, ayaw kong dito kasi, yeah. So, guys, so ito yung previous na na-receive ko. $1 or 110 ay sweet. Isa na ito sa mga sponsor nila. So, Cornetto. Ayan guys. Hindi na ako lugi dun sa 100 ko, guys. Kasi may ganit na ako. Meron pang Gatorade. Ayan, Gatorade. Who? Oh, I am. What letter? I don't know. I don't know. Bakit? Ito din, isa din sa mga sponsor nila, si Tu. Last na is ito. Wala, ito namang ibang dadalhin guys, kung may yung ano lang, yung in-email nila, yung proof na meron kang previous, so yun na ang dadalhin mo. Tapos, i-check yung halimbawa naman po, kung hindi available po sa 7-Eleven, pwede mo i-claim sa ibang branch ng 7-Eleven. So, ayan lang guys. So, diba na nga po. So, thank you for watching. So, sa susunod guys, ang ipapakita ko naman ay yung ano po, medals. Tumalis ito yan at saka yung single na sinasabi. Yung single po. So, thank you for watching. I, by the way, sino hindi pa po nakapag-subscribe, please subscribe.
For example, recommendation. For example,
For recommendation in this academy.
for example, recommendation of
This is general question. So this is general question. So if you has the operating restaurant, probably you have your recommendation. This dishes are like this recommendation. Probably you have your recommendation. This your recommendation. These dishes are like this soup. This is recommendation.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. But for yeah.
Understand.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I understand.
yeah. But this is recommendation.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. But for yeah. I know it's hard for yeah. But for
I understand.
but for
I understand.
but for yeah. I know it's hard for yeah. But for yeah. I know it's. But I know it's hard for choose your recommendation in English Academy. I know it's hard for choose your recommendation. I know it's hard for choose your recommendation in English. Choose your recommendation in it's hard. Choose your recommendation in English Academy.
It's not. I don't have a recommend. It's not. I don't
Choose your recommendation in English Academy.
It's not.
Choose your recommendation in English Academy.
It's not. I don't have a recommendation. I don't have a. It's not.
English Academy.
I don't have a recommendation. I give a suggestion.
A suggestion. Okay. So let's change question. So you have suggest.
A suggestion. So another school. A suggestion. So another a suggestion. So another school. So another school might have a proper international course. Another school might have another school. School might have a proper international might have a proper international course. Have a proper international course that they study 5 hours every day or 6 hours. You can't do that here, which is unfortunate because I only have myself as the teacher. I only have myself. Unfortunate because I only have myself as the teacher. And my wife. I do have an assistant teacher in the morning class and a Japanese assistant teacher. But in the afternoon classes, it's all me. So I can't teach longer classes until from 9 o'clock in the morning until 3 p.m. For example. Well, of course, if I have the time, the suggestion would be study as much as you can, and the longer. And of course, having parents, of course, and of course, having parents at home who, and of course, having parents there, and of course, longer, and of course, having parents at home who are interested, having parents at home who are interested, who are interested in the development, interested in the interested in the development of the child's or children's, in the development in the development of the, in the development of the child's or children of the child of the in the development of development of the child, the child's or children's of the child of the of the child of development of development of development of the child's or children's English education or language education. It doesn't have to be English, could be any language. Parents have to show a good interest into helping the kids because our lessons are only 90 minutes. And some students come twice a week, so 3 hours. And some students only come once a week. But there's a big difference.
Even once in a week. Or,
there's a big difference. But there's a big difference.
Even once in a week or twice. Once in a week or even.
Once a week. But there's a big difference.
Even once in a week or twice in a week. It has big difference.
Huge difference.
Has big difference. Once in a week or twice in a week. It has big difference.
Huge difference.
Huge.
Wow. So you can visibly and verbally hear the difference between people who come once a week and twice a week. The difference between people who come once a week here. The difference between people who come between people who come once a week and twice a week, and at the level of once a week and twice a week. Once a week and twice a week. And at the level of difference between people who come once a week and twice a week. And the twice a week. And at the level of understanding of the language, and at the level of of understanding of the language. Yeah, it's much better. So if you go to an international school for 6 hours a day, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then your English is going to be fluent.
Yes, definitely.
Starting from a very young age. But some of those courses are 50,000 yen or 60,000 yen every month. That's a lot more. It's more. So obviously, the more exposure you have, the better. That's it.
Yes, yes.
And the parents do have a big say how well the student, how well say how well do have a big say how well say how say how well the students get on with the language. So when the students come in, English time. When the students go home, Japanese time. That's not helpful.
Yeah. Exposure to
When the students go home, Japanese time. That's not helpful.
Yeah.
Japanese time. That's not helpful. This time. That's not helpful.
Exposure to English.
More exposure to English. Right?
Yes.
So if you don't have it, there's no real meaning exposure to English. Right?
Yes.
So if you don't have it, so if you don't have it, there's no
Yes.
So if you don't have it, there's no real meaning behind it. Have it, this so if you don't have it, there's no real meaning behind it. Why are you studying? Is it for Aiken or is it for going to junior high school? So I don't know. Work ethic. Parents. Did you do your homework? Like, for example, did you read your book? Those small things.
Every parents who have kids need to speak them in English.
As much as possible. Don't be ashamed of your own level, because you know more than your kids do.
Okay, thank you for a good suggestion. And this is the last question. And before a good suggestion. And
Than your kids do.
Okay, thank you for a good suggestion. And suggestion. And this is the last question. A good suggestion. And suggestion. This is the last question. Do you have recent question? Do you have? This is the last question. Do you have recent? This is the last question. Do you have? This is the last question. Do you have recent? Do you have? Do you have? Do you have recent event? Do you have recent? Do you have recent? Recent event? What we do? Event? Have recent event? Question. Do you have a good suggestion? This is the last question. Do you have suggestion? This is the last question. Do you? This is the last question. Thank you for a good suggestion. This is the last question. Do you,
Kasi nagtatanay niya, pag di mo ginawa, galing niya, never-ending song. Hindi naman kumanta niya. Oy! Marco Antonio! Oy! Bayran! Oy! Lili, Lagunoy, 250 pesos. Okay. Ana, so video.
Thank you po. Maraming salamat po. I drink money for me.
Kumari. Welcome to Black Parade or any sama Panginoon. Sa amin.
Ay, tuwagi ka namin kayo. So, salamat po. And share the marketing.
Santos, 125 pesos.
Thank you so much.
Pinakamagandang kaibigan si Janice de Adel and Cherry Luke Casilla. Peter Gori, 250 pesos. Good evening, more power. Hilly, $20. I love this one. Shoutout po. Sabi ni Mary Ann de la Cruz,
do you have recent event? Do you have recent? Do you have? Do you have recent event?
What we do this year has been tough because
because
of Corona.
Yes.
Usually we have what we do this year has been tough. What we do this year has been tough. What we do this year This year has been tough because
because
of Corona.
Yes.
Usually we have the has been tough because of Corona.
Yes.
Usually we have the big Corona.
Yes.
Usually we because of Corona.
Yes.
Because of Corona.
Yes.
Usually we have the big Halloween party. All students come because of Corona.
Yes.
Usually we have the big has been tough because of Corona.
Yes.
Usually we have the big Halloween party. All students come, dress up, and do trick or treating around the school, and have a fun party. And kids get many snacks. They have time. Or sometimes we go down to the cake shop.
Cake shop.
Down there.
Nearby.
Nearby. Sometimes we go down to the cake shop.
Cake shop.
Down. We go down to the cake shop.
Cake.
Down to the cake shop.
Cake shop.
Down there.
Nearby.
Nearby, there's a cake shop.
Cake shop.
Down there.
Nearby. Cake shop.
Down there. As we go down to the cake shop.
Cake shop. Shop.
Down there.
Nearby.
Nearby.
Cake shop.
Down there.
Nearby.
Nearby, there's a cake shop that we order.
Shop.
Down there.
Nearby.
Nearby, there's a cake shop that we down there.
Nearby. Shop.
Nearby, there's a cake shop that we order, and the students go in groups with the teachers, and they do trick or treating at the cake shop. But because of Corona, just down to doing trick or treat for each class. And you can see later, I'll show you what we for each class. And you can see down to doing it for each class. Trick or treat for each class. Each class. And you can see later, I'll show you what we did.
Yes.
So each class does trick or treating around the school, and they have clues this year, not last year, because of Corona. And students go to clue number 1 and clue number 2, and they have to keep moving up and down the school to different rooms. And then finally, they find their trick or treat present. They're like, still not yet? What's number 10? And then they get their trick or treat. Halloween. for a trick or treat at Halloween time. And then Christmas, Halloween is the biggest. And then Christmas, Halloween time. And then Christmas, Halloween is the biggest. Halloween is the biggest. Christmas. And then Christmas, Halloween is the biggest.
Halloween is the biggest.
And then Christmas, Halloween is the biggest.
Halloween is the biggest.
Halloween is the biggest.
Halloween is the biggest.
It's like celebrate.
Halloween is the biggest.
It's like celebration.
Halloween is the biggest.
It's like biggest.
Halloween is the biggest.
It's like
Halloween is the big.
Halloween is the biggest. Is the biggest.
Halloween is the biggest.
It's like
Halloween is the biggest. Halloween. Halloween. Halloween is the biggest.
It's like celebration at this school for craft.
Oh,
Christmas is we don't do a party
oh,
for craft.
oh,
Christmas is we don't do Christmas is Christmas is we don't do a party.
oh,
We don't do a craft.
oh,
Christmas is we don't do a party.
oh,
Just make craft a party.
oh,
Just make craft do a party.
oh,
We don't do a party.
oh, oh,
Just make
oh,
just make a party.
oh,
Just we don't do a party.
oh,
Just make craft. We don't do a party. Do a party.
oh,
Just make don't do a party.
Halloween is the biggest.
It's like celebration at this school for craft.
Oh,
Christmas is we don't do a party.
oh,
Just do a party.
oh,
Do a party. We don't do a party. Don't do a party.
oh,
Just make craft,
yes,
and they get the Halloween Christmas present.
big surprise because probably big surprise.
Christmas present.
Big surprise because I'm big surprised because
Christmas present.
I'm big surprised because I'm big I'm big
Christmas present.
I'm big surprised because probably I'm big surprised because probably I'm big surprised because Probably you're Christian, right? Probably you're Christian. Probably you're you're Christian, right? So I thought Christian, right? So right. So I thought Christmas is the biggest event.
Okay.
Yeah, Christmas is the biggest event. The biggest event.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay. Christmas is a very loving, happy. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay.
But it's not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay. Christmas is a very. I. Okay. Christmas is a very loving, happy, great time of the year.
Yeah.
Christmas is a very. Okay. Christmas is a very. Christmas is a very loving, happy, great time of the year,
Yeah,
which I love myself.
Uh-huh.
But Halloween and Christmas are very close,
Yeah, sure.
and Halloween in Ireland is a very big festival.
Right. So bigger than
Festival.
right. So right. So bigger than Christmas. Christmas. Right. So bigger than Christmas event.
No, that's difficult.
That's in Christmas event. Christmas event.
No,
Christmas event.
no, that's difficult.
Christmas event.
No,
In Christmas event.
no,
Christmas event.
no.
Bigger than Christmas. Bigger than Christmas event.
No, that's difficult.
That's the Christmas event.
No,
That Christmas event.
no, that's difficult
That's difficult.
to say yes or no to. Christmas is very big.